everybody, welcome to the Messy Desk. I am working on my design team project for Nevermore Creations 17. It's my November project. Life got in the way. So I have this guest book. It's absolutely beautiful. It is vintage and I have gutted it. I used the guest book pages for some of them for my brother's funeral. I made a guest book for that. And so it is an odd shape. So Lindsey's papers are all, they're made 8.5 by 11 to be folded in half. So I am having to be creative to fill this. So I have used the large papers that I showed you in the other video, the premium stack 11 by 17. I have cut them to 7 inches, which is this area here, and then left the 17, which gives me the 8.5 on each side. So I'm going to use these as my signature covers. So, and I believe I'm going to make 3. I'm going to make my cover last this time. I want my cover to make sure my cover fits my journal. If you have watched me for any time at all, you know that I overfill them, and I'm trying really hard not to overfill it. But it is okay. Anyway, so I've used that to do that. I had the awesome extra long ledger papers, which I have cut down to just be writing paper in it. Okay, so I've cut those down. I have the extra piece as well that I'll be able to use. I'm hoping to be able to do 3 signatures. I have also gone through and cut up and folded all of the kit. I have pieces that I'm going to be piecing together. So I wanted to show you that right now. So, so these are done and ready. The first piecing that I did was the inside pages from the guest book. And I have taken and pieced it with the 2 pieces of the guest book that I had left. And so I have 2 of these that will be able to go into 2 of the signatures in the journal. So next, I have taken this piece of parchment paper. I've cut it down to the 7 by 8.5. And then the scrap is around here somewhere. And then I've taken, this is one of Lindsey's pages. I've trimmed all the edges. Trimmed it down to 7, and this one I wanted to make sure I got this whole thing so it's not quite folded at the 8.5. It's folded so that I could have that perfume. I'm going to go ahead and just line these up as close as I can. And I want to leave a little gusset. Okay, we're going to leave a little gusset, and I'm going to use washi tape to go ahead and seal it. Now, I may also go and sew these for strength, because gluing, I don't have the time to wait for glue to dry today. So, the thing is washi tape is sticky, and that will play with my... So we'll see. One or the other. Gotta do something. Okay. But you know what? We want the awesome Teresa Collins scissors. I found them. And then they fell. Okay. These are the Fisker scissors that resist sticky. So the tape things just come right off of them. It's kind of really nice. See, they just... Okay. I'm not keeping these. I know, surprise. Okay, so there we have that page. And I wanted to go one step further on this. Decorate this, I think, this one. Let's see how it looks. I like the way this side looks. You know what? I don't like, we cover up too much of this. So we'll save this for another one. We're going to go ahead and call that a page. Dun, da, da, da. We should have a finished page place, right? I think we'll put finished pages over here. So I've taken one of the copy papers, just done the creative folding, measured it here so that it would fit 7 inches, folded it up, and that gives us decoration on both sides. So we're going to consider that a finished page. I'm checking to see if there's any more finished page. No more up on that side. Okay, we're going to consider this a finished page. What do we got here? We have this one, and then it's got, so this is another one of Lindsey's pages. I folded it here at the 8.5, and then I went and folded it here at the 7, folded it up. So I'm going to have this little tiny lip here. But what I may do is I've got all of these pieces over here, and I can come back and add a piece to make the pocket bigger, or I could even decorate up the whole page. We will see about that. So that's a finished page. This one is not. Put that right up there. Okay. What do we have? Okay, so I took the envelope and I've cut it in half. They're just shy of 8.5 this way. So when I find the other envelope piece, I have gone ahead and closed the envelope, and I am thought I did it in half. I did it at 5.5, and that wasn't quite half. Okay, I do have some other washi tapes that are some of the other colors of purple, and I even have the awesome lavender washi tape that we'll be using throughout the book itself. I just dropped the washi, but there. This seems to have a pretty good stickiness to it. I think this is the one that came with it. It's got lavender sprigs on it too. So we're gonna go ahead, and even though they're off a little bit, I think we'll make them even on the bottom. And these will make big, huge pockets. I think they'll be kind of fun to have in this journal. And because they were the page length, they'll give us some texture, a different texture. I think they're going to be great. Okay. Come over here and trim down I'm trimming the washi. Sorry about that. I think we just had clouds go over because all of a sudden I can really see my table light. Okay, so that gives us another, I'm going to consider that a finished page. Put it down in the finished page pile. Okay, so we have, we have one of these. This is smaller. And we have this. This one had some words over here. I've cut that off because it doesn't go with what I wanted to do here. You know what? Let's see. Okay, so we have this page that has the beautiful sedum on it. And we have this dandelion page. And so I want to cover that. So we can go ahead and cover this page. So I'm going to go ahead and be very careful because this one is not, I didn't cut it down because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I'm going to cut that glue off because I don't, make sure we're at 7 to 14. Okay, cut the glue off. Now I'm going to come and trim this paper down to 7. Love this trimmer. It trims, it scores, takes out the trash. No, just kidding. Wish. So I'm going to cut it at 7. And we'll save that piece. Okay, so what we're going to do is collage this page. And okay, first thing we can do is come in here and we can cut this part of the page off. So I'm just trimming this off. We'll save that because it might make a nice little thing on the side of a page. And okay, we don't need a fold down here, this small fold, because that'll look funny having it come up with the sedum. So this one is very similar. If you saw, I've been working on the Dollar Store Christmas Junk Journal Challenge. And I basically put all the pages together for my journal, and then I'm putting it together. And so I'm kind of going to do the same with this one. I find for me right now that works fast. And so there we go. So we're just going to collage this in here. Make sure there's no glue coming off that. Then we can come down and turn this over. Okay. And then we're going to come and put this piece on. Right like this. Okay, and it's going to fit. And then we can add some lace right here. That way we can keep the edge, but yeah, but cover up the spot that we don't quite have enough for. So, and we're covering up the writing on the back of this book. Again, if you watched me for a while, you know that I really I still like them to look really pretty. It's hard for me to call this a junk journal because they turn out so beautiful, and I love all the spots for writing and hiding, putting things in them. I just think they're really a lot of fun. I had family over for Thanksgiving, and it was so fun to have my niece, who is 9, see one of my journals that I was working on before they got there, sitting on the table, and she asked my brother, her grandpa, so I guess she's my great niece, if she could look at it. So he called me in to see if it was okay, and I'm like, yeah, and she loved it. And so I took an order for her Christmas present, and we will be making a mermaid junk journal for her. And I'm excited. I have some really neat mermaid stuff. I had done a swap with Creative Crafticality. She did a beautiful mermaid. Was it envelopes that we did? I think it was stuffed envelopes. And there are, I have videos, so you can look up mermaid and see that, and you'll find both hers and mine under ocean stuff. Oh, I like that. So that we know that this one is going, okay, so that was using the bottom of the Tombow. And I'm going to come back and just do this. and have the pocket ready. Because one of the things I did is I have some cards and papers and things. Again, I think I'm probably going to want this to be bigger. Why not just take care of that right now too, huh? We'll just take care of the pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little line of glue here. And let's cut the pocket down to the size it needs to be. Just do the old line up and cut. Measure twice. Cut once. And then we've got this little piece that's not quite a square because, you know, I didn't cut straight. Okay, and then we'll put our glue on the edges. And I just think that this will be, it'll make it a little bit more substantial, the pocket, and it'll hold stuff better, especially because of how wide this book is. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I mean, I wish, I don't need anything purple, or I would keep this because it, I mean, for memory keeping, look at this page. Can put picture here and add some journaling. And again, this journal, I am not going to be decorating like I normally. I've seen some people comment that, you know, my stuff's too decorated. So we'll see. You know what? We'll see if I can. Okay, and then just while we're here, and as I said, I wasn't going to decorate so much, let's add a piece of washi tape to the edge here. Okay. And then I think we can call these 2 pages ready to go in the ready pile, which is down here. Okay. So next we have this piece, and there should be 2 of them around here. I don't know where the other one has gone to. But it is measured to almost 8.5. It was taller than the 8.5. So let's see. I wonder if we could. We have this paper. Of course, that could just go right in the middle. I think it's just going to go. We'll consider that page done. Noisy paper. I consider that done. It's made into a pocket. What do we have up here? Oh, we have the other one. But you know what? I really want to put one in the front signature and one in the back signature. So we won't take that one as it is. How about this one? This one, I think we're going to consider this one done. I cut this down and I was able to get the 7 inches in and still have all that lace. So I think we'll consider that one done. I have a pile up here, y'all. This one, same thing. It really just wanted to be put together like that, so we'll put it down there. I do have, are these too big? Okay, so these are a little bit bigger than the 7 inches. It's kind of cool though, huh? It's a purple address book. Okay, we know these ones are finished. I did 2 with pockets and 1 that doesn't have a pocket. Put all them down together. Just going through this pile. Okay. I already had this folded. I'm gonna keep that too. Keep that one as it is. There's so many up here. I need a short something though. Something short. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I did the wallpaper, a piece of wallpaper, and cut it, just trimmed it up and cleaned it up, and then I have it folded up, and then we'll leave this pocket like this. But that one, basically, that's a done page. Okay, so we have this. Okay, that's a done page. Let's put it down so that I don't keep looking at it thinking that it needs. Okay, so kind of it's kind of the same idea again. Could just be a shorter page, I think. So we can do the same idea again. Okay, so this one, this bird, I wanted to make sure was on the top, so I measured 7 inches, folded it under, measured 8.5 inches, and folded it over. So the main thing on this one was that the bird would be upright. So I'm cutting off the pocket again, just like we did the last time. And this one is going to end up being smaller. Okay, now on this, there's butterflies on the tops of the roses, so you kind of want to make sure your roses are inside. And we'll come up here, and we'll also cut this piece out. And then these scraps we might be able to use on some tags and things. So I'm putting them up here to have a spot. Okay, so now what I did with that is now I can just come and put my, when you use the bottom, you need the top on the top. I don't know what happened to the top. Darn. Okay. So when I find it, I'll be able to use it. So here, this one has its top on, so I should be able to use the bottom. I like the bottom when I'm putting down a lot of glue. I like the way it has the little edges in it. I get my glue at Michael's, and I try and get it when, you know, your entire purchase is 20 to 30%, 40, whatever, because the glue doesn't seem to go on sale very often. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. I want to stay away from the gusset just a little bit, so the gusset or gutter. And I have the door closed, so you don't. So Midnight's not in here, but I heard her a little. I heard a little bit ago. I heard my husband talking to her, so she's probably in his office. He's working in the shack today. So okay, there we go. Okay, so that is a page. You got 2 pages, and one's a little bit shorter, but we're still going to be able to use it. And I'm really loving this, the way this is going. Okay, so we'll put this down here. We have another finished page. Okay, so we have this one. And, you know, you could do something like, could add the whole little book of these. Let's see how they would measure. If we cut them off at the line and down here under email. Okay. So a little creative cutting. We'll be doing some adding, and it'll give us a few pages in a row the way that I'm going to put this on there. I just try and come up with new ways, always trying to come up with new ways, because otherwise I would totally be bored. Okay, I'm going to cut this as close to these holes as I can get them, because I want to be able to put glue. Okay, I'm going to save those because we might, never know, might use them. Okay. Okay, so we could go ahead and glue this on top, or we can come and glue this here. If we do this, we could have, we could have a pocket here. You flip it over and you still have the pages. I think that's what we're going to do. So for this first one, I'm going to just go ahead and put glue along the edge. Whenever I do this, for some reason, it reminds me of Tetris. Probably because of how I'm like going, okay, it's that angle. It's that angle. Okay, so there's the first one. It's glued down. I'm okay that we're going to lose some of it on the back side of that, but I really like the way that looks. Now I'm going to come back and I'm just going to add glue. I mean, really, this journal, it's going to have, it could be like for a wedding even. Your memorabilia for a wedding or something. I don't know, because I'm just looking at the guest thing and how beautiful with the lace and the lavender this all is. And we are going to add some real lavender to the journal. It's going to be amazing. So that is the next page. After this dries, I'll come back in and I'll fold these out so that, yeah, so I'm going to call that a finished page. And then what we can do is we can do like a stair step so that it would have another page here and then maybe a longer one. And again, something can go in this pocket. So, yeah, I think we're going to call that one done. Done. Oh, we've got blank on this side, but that's probably just, ooh, what if we, no. Could do a large pocket. I really don't need any more pockets, I don't think. But a full page might be kind of cool, like a fold out. Oh well, that's something we can continue to think about. Okay, so next we have this, and I thought that could go in the center of a signature, and we'll just, while it's here, we'll go ahead and glue its pockets. Okay, so we have that. Okay, I need 2 pages that, okay, that one would be good. And this one. Okay, so we have that. This one has to be at this angle. This one. Well, it can go upside down. Okay, there's a really cute little, oh, we can do this and leave this flappy flap like that. Leave the flappy flap like that. And go ahead and, okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this here. We're going to go back and use that 8.5 by 8.5 square that I folded in half, and then I folded that in half to make a pocket to go up from the inside. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so we're just going to attach this. The bummer is the ribbon, part of the ribbon's going to get covered. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, so here we've made like a hinge, okay? So, and we do have this here, and I think no matter what goes there, I think that lavender washi tape would look really cool right here. I like it a lot. The lavender washi tape right there. Okay, so we have a very blank page again. That's okay, but that can go down there. Okay, we have another page of the ledger paper. We have the scrap of the ledger paper. Oh, these fell. Okay, come back. Okay, so now we also have, that can be considered finished. Oh, we don't want to put it inside. That's an extra page. Here, this one should be 7 by 8.5. It is. So, thing about washi, or about coffee dyed paper, is it does not stick really well to washi. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the hinge thing again on this. Oh, and I like that. I'm going to leave this as a pocket on that side. Whether we use it as a pocket or not, we'll have to see. But I think I have distressed with purple or lavender on this coffee dyed paper. I've taken some of these pieces and already made a little booklet that can be like a mini journal to go in here. So that gives us, oh, I love it. And so we have this little pocket right here. Like I said, whether we use it or not, we'll see. But I do like it. Okay. We'll do the same thing with this one. Oh, this one didn't get cut down. Oh, look how pretty that is. So, but this didn't get cut down to the 7 inches. So we'll cut that to 7 inches. We'll keep the whole flower. And that'll give us some more stuff to use. Okay. Okay, that's one that, well, it wants to have like a, so we'll save that one. There's several of them up here. Ooh, look at that. All that color. Pretty. I think we'll go this way. Okay, so kind of the same idea, but we're adding coffee dyed papers. This time I'm not going to make a pocket, apparently. It's okay. So again, this kit that I'm working with is Lindsey from Nevermore Creations 17, her Lavender and Lace digital kit. And then I'm using items from my stash as well. And the book I had gotten at, I can't remember if I got it at a yard sale. It doesn't have a Goodwill sticker on it. So, yeah, I got it a while ago because it's earlier in the year. Okay. So there's that. Oh, doesn't that make a pretty page too? Ah, love it. 2 more finished. Probably want one more like that. There's another one of those pages. See if we have any more of the kit. Oh, I know what we can do. Remember that one that was up here? Yep. Like it. Okay, now what can we put over here? What if we cut this and put that? Because we could use the lace punch on this, and it would, depending on what the next page was, but I'm liking this. Oh, you know what? Though it can go like this. Why not? Why not, huh? Some glue here. I love all the different colors of lavender in this because, like, the wedding I just did was more... Were they? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at my stuff because now I'm like going, was it this or was it that? Okay. Put these off. Okay. Now, what we can do here... Aha! Look it, look it. I'm loving this. Because we can turn this into a pocket. Okay, love it. Again, oh, did I go too far out though? Gotta check. Of course, I've already glued it now. No, we're still safe within the 8.5 inches. Okay. I'll tell you what, it's nice to be able to go and use tools after doing the challenge where you couldn't use any of your extra stuff. There we go. Okay, so that gives us this beautiful page, place to write, pocket, place to write, can write on other places, and some of that awesome coffee dyed with the purple. Love it. Love it, love it. So we've got those. And So what do we got here? So we have this. Now it could become a side tuck pocket right there. It could even be a closed center of the signature. How are we doing? Okay. We're at 40 minutes. I am going to show you just a couple more things, and then we'll call this one done because it will take forever. I have this giant lace doily that was sent to me. I think this came from Yin Ya. Not positive, but I think so. And I've just been waiting for the perfect place to be able to use this. And I thought, I mean, it could make some pretty amazing pockets. But probably want it to be on something that has more color. Who'd have thought I would have gotten to where I've used all of the papers, all of my Lindsey papers. Okay. This was what I wanted to do, but I just don't want to cover up. You know what? I have white pages. Okay, so I have those giant pages. I had the ones from the clipboard. They have the holes out of them. I thought I could maybe put a string through them and decorate it. So I just cut them down to the 7 inches and folded them. So, you know, why not? Okay. And then we can come back in and glue that. I have a couple. Oh, these are the pages, just the long pages that are left. What's this? Oh, this is, I like that. Put that down there. Okay, so I have 2 of these, and then I have the purple one. What are the, oh, here's the other. Oh, this is the little ledger paper. So I cut just one of the little ledger papers too. Okay, this is what we have. Little ledger paper. This, we have a couple, three coffee dyed, little coffee dyed papers. We have this page. Okay, so here is that. So if we come down to the way back when we started today, we had this. And I'm going to come in and just glue. I'm going to stay out of the middle just because it's hard to, when you glue in the middle, it gets hard to do your stitching, to stitch the binding. So what I was thinking was I would do the 2 lace and do this one, and they could be, the 2 lace ones could be in the first and third signature, and this one could be in the middle. And I'm just going to put it in and then make sure that we're even. fold to fold, fold to fold, fold to fold, and we are fold to fold, but you see how much we left on the bottom? Okay, so a better way of doing this is to, like we should have known, because I should have known, is to put it in, line your fold up, line your bottom with the bottom fold. It's hard to do with bright white paper. It's like the reflection is so bad. There we go. Okay. So, and I might come back in and distress this with some of the purple lavender ink. I might not. Okay. The cool thing about this, it makes a deep pocket. Okay. It will hold, and it will hold because it's in the center instead of in the outside. That's kind of cool too. Okay. So there is that. We're going to call that one done. And we still have one of these to put on. Oh, we have one that has a large folded pocket that we can decorate. Don't need those beads. And here we have just several of the pages that we can add in as well. These are the small pieces that we'll be able to use. Here is, I took that paper and folded it. They just happened to fold like that. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But we're not going to use it that way. So, but it's still kind of cool. But it gives us a flap on the side and a page on this side. And so that is my, oh, we still have this one to do and this one. And these, they'll probably get just glued and washi taped and stuff. Could do like a little booklet that's attached to something too. Kind of like this paper, that rose on this. So there you go. The creative folding for this junk journal. Which one's your favorite? Of course, we can also add some coffee dyed papers in here. I like this one. I like the pocket on this one. I like the way this turned out. It's really pretty. This one with the pocket here. The wallpaper. This one kind of is kind of cool. So it's got a pocket here, then you flip it over and you've got writing area here, and then I'll just come in and fold these. So there's that. Here's this one. Collage on this side, the build a pocket on this side. Wallpaper. Put that there. This cool ledger where we did the big and the small. Big and the small. Ledger paper. I like these. I did the pocket, big gigantic double pockets. And then we have that. So, and this one that is attached to ledger paper. You know, it might be kind of cool to put, like, make this into like a little booklet here. I need to count my pages, see how many I have. So that is my creative folding. When you come back with the next video, we should be putting the books, the signatures together. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, it's my design team project, November for Nevermore Creations 17. And we are making pages to fit this book. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.